Hi students, I am Deepak Bhabur from New Catholic Mission School, Jhabua. Hope you are all doing well and having fun. Dear friends, we are here today for the English class, so I would like to welcome to this English class. Dear friends, you may believe or not believe, but there is a God, there is the Almighty, who always pushes us to do something. So we are going to have the similar lesson today. In the same context, we will discuss about the faith and trust in God. I would like to ask you a few questions. Do you believe in God? Because there is a lesson from literature portion we are going to have. This is especially about faith and trust in God. So do you pray to God? Because ultimately there is someone who will help us in whatever situation and whatever condition. So let us go through this lesson. The name of the lesson is A Letter to God. It is written by a dynamic writer, G.L. Fuentes. He was a good writer and poet. Let's go to the next slide. Concept of the lesson is, the story is about the hard life and extreme faith in God. Who had lost his crops due to heavy rain and hailstones. It was the only source of income to fulfill his family's desires. He firmly believed in God, and he said that God will help him. God would never let him and his family die of hunger. And he started writing a letter. So let's know about more this lesson. About the characters, there are altogether three characters: Lencho and the postmaster and post office employees. Lencho, who was a farmer who lived on the peak of the low hill with his family. He was a firm believer of God. Dear friends, we are talking about the farmer. We know the life of the farmer. Lencho is a poor farmer. He was innocent, hopeful, caring, and also responsible. At the same time, we can say the farmers are very accountable. They are dependent on rain. Only through rain they can earn more money to fulfill their family's desires. And also the postmaster is a fat man who sits in the office, and he is the accountable of all the responsibilities, duties which happen in the post office. But he has a sense of belonging, sense of humanity. Therefore, he said here, he helped Lencho to retain his faith in God. He gave a part of his salary in charity for Lencho on behalf of God. And the other persons or people who are also coming forward to help Lencho, they are none other than post office employees. People who help Lencho on the call of postmaster, because postmaster is the head of the post office, they obeyed postmaster's call and they contributed some money in order to help Lencho. Let's begin the story here. Dear students, we are going through the lesson about Lencho, so we will also come across few difficult words and word meanings. So we need to go through the words. The words are valley, a low area of and land between the hills or mountains. Downpour, that is a heavy rain. Next, the shower, that's called breezer. God willing, by the grace of God, satisfied, pleased, hailstones, pallet of hills, plague, unusual, large number of insects infesting a place and causing damage. The next one also is the peso. It's a currency of Latin America, American countries. The resolution, a firm decision to or not to do something. The charity, a help or the money given to those who are in need of. Then contentment, a state of happiness or satisfaction. A bunch, a number of crooks, means a number of criminals, people who do bad things towards others. Crooks, dishonest people or criminals. Sorry, here a bunch, a number of things. Now let's go to the next slide. The next slide is the explanation of the chapter. Lencho's hope of good harvest. Dear students, Lencho hoped for the good harvest, but you know the weather did not support him. We are going to discuss about Lencho's fields, Lencho's family background and so on in this paragraph. Who lived on the crest of a low hill with his family. There was only his house in the entire valley. His field could be visible from his house because his house was on the top of the mountain. He could see the ripe corn and easily visible from the house. He was eagerly waiting for a good rain. He was very much familiar with his fields. Therefore, he thought of having good rain. But throughout the day, from morning till evening, he was looking towards sky and there was no rain. So he was almost disappeared or dispirited because of not having good rain for his fields. Here it is also said the harvest he could earn money for his family because he was hoping for good harvest so that he can earn more money. In this paragraph, turning of Lencho's hope into despair. Dear students, Lencho was a poor farmer. He was having only source of his fields to fulfill his family's desire. But the thing happened here which was unexpected. He did not expect the environment turned into very dangerous situation and he failed. As Lencho hoped, it started raining in the time of supper. We know from the first point that Lencho was hoping, he predicted that evening that they were going to have a good rain. And yes, of course, the rain was, or the huge mountains of clouds were approaching towards his fields. So Lencho, again and again, he was discussing with his wife that today we are going to have a good rain. His wife agreed and she said, yes, of course, by the grace of God, if God is willing, we will surely have a good rain today. Meanwhile, she was preparing supper, we call it dinner also, and the older children they were working in the fields, whereas the smaller ones, they were playing in front of their house. Till the call comes from the mother, because the food was not ready to eat. Now the food is ready, all were called into the house. They were going to have dinner. As Lencho sat for the dinner, the rain started. Lencho was very happy. He was delighted. He was sharing his joy and happiness with the family, and he came out to experience, to feel the sweet breeze, wind, and also drip of rain. The field had been covered with the next point says he was extremely delighted. He compared the raindrops with the silver. At the same time, he compared the raindrops with the silver. He said, these are not rains, or these are not drips of rains. Instead, they are the silver coins. But soon his joy turned into despair as rain changed into hailstones, which ruined the crops. But no longer his joy remained as it is. It turned into sad atmosphere, because the hailstones and heavy rain covered his entire field, damaged his crops and corns. The field had been covered with snow like a layer of white salt. Lencho was worried for his family. Dear students, in such situation, Lencho was sank in deep sadness, and he was feeling pain and disappointed. Thing is that we know the farmers are responsible, accountable person, because they have to carry on all the responsibilities which they are supposed to take care of their family members, the other requirements, and where would they get it? So Lencho was thinking about the fields. Fields were completely destroyed. Lencho's firm belief in God. Thereafter, Lencho thought that somebody is there who will help him, and he wrote a letter. He started writing a letter. Though Lencho was a poor farmer and had lost all his crops, he had firm faith in God. Therefore, in the beginning itself, I told you, do you pray to God? Do we believe in God? Do we trust in God? Because ultimately the person who helps us in very difficult situation, he is none other than God. He finds out the ways, he finds out the direction where we can go and where we cannot go. So dear students, he found in God as the last hope and decided to write a letter to God for help. He told himself that God will help him, and he started seeking help from God and wrote a letter to him. He asked God, but the thing is, you can see the letter. What are the things mentioned in the letter? He asked God, send him 100 pesos so that he could sow his fields. Yes, if there is a less rain or there is no rain, in such condition farmers they wait and they feel pain and disappointed that how they are going to feed their family members because there is a no rain. And Lencho, when he wrote a letter, he mentioned 100 pesos. He is asking 100 pesos. That means that money he is going to utilize to resow the fields and feed his family till he harvests the crops. Support his family until the new crops were harvested. He also wrote that if God didn't help him, his family would die of hunger. He assured, he confirmed, he was confident that if God did not help him, then his family members will die of hunger. In this slide, we are going to discuss about the postmaster's reaction to Lencho's letter. Lencho wrote a letter and he took it to the post office to post it. He posted the letter, but we know there are many workers in post office like postman. He goes to every mailbox to collect the letters. When the postman, he was collecting letters from various directions. He found a unique letter. He took it out and he read it. Before reading, he took the letter to the postmaster. Postmaster, surprised to know the address. It was mentioned on the envelope, to God. There was no address actually, only it was written to God. The postmaster, first of all, he laughed, but the postmaster but soon realized that Lencho had firm faith in God and his belief should not be shaken. We should not break anyone's heart by telling them bad word or humiliating them. So the postmaster wanted to fulfill the desires of Lencho. Lencho demanded few money because when postmaster was reading the letter, he found that somebody has written and he was Lencho. He demanded money of 100 pesos. So he decided to help Lencho with the help of his post office employees. He decided to help the person because he did not want to shake the faith and trust of somebody, and that is also in God. So he decided to reply the letter. But not only answer the letter, he wanted to place some money in the envelope and send to the person. At that point of time, it was very difficult to collect 100 pesos. So he requested all the employees to contribute some money in the name of charity. So all the workers, all the employees, they came forward and they contributed some money. The postmaster collected 70 pesos. He collected 70 pesos and handed the envelope to Lencho himself, in which he also contributed a part of his salary. The postmaster also contributed a part of his salary because some money he collected from his workers and the rest of the money he aided, and that was the part of his own salary. Dear students, in this slide we are going to discuss Lencho addresses the post office employees a bunch of crooks. Bunch of crooks means bad people, the people who cheat others, So Lencho addresses them. The first point says, Lencho became angry when he saw 70 pesos in the envelope as he had demanded 100 pesos. Lencho demanded for 100 pesos, but he found 70 peso in the envelope. So he got angry. He did not believe that God could do such a mistake and send him less money. He also believed that God cannot make any mistake and send him less money. So he started thinking something else, what to do, because I am in need of the rest of the money which God hasn't sent. So I should do something else. And he did. In this letter, and then what did he do? There itself in the post office, he knocked the window of the counter, he collected a paper and ink, started writing a letter to God once again, because he was in need of money. In this letter, he requested God not to send the rest of money through money order. Dear students, Lencho had trust or faith in God. He believed in God. But there is a contradiction, because he is a human being. He doesn't believe in the people. He doesn't believe in fellow beings. So we need to think over it. Not because he thought that the post office employees were a bunch of crooks who might have stolen his money. There was in his mind negative ideas that he said the bunch of crooks means the criminals. They might have stolen, because in his letter, or he was thinking that God could not make such a mistake to send less money. He might have sent 100 pesos, but on the way, this bunch of crooks might have stolen money. Dear students, we need to ponder over the chapter. We need to think over it. Whom do we trust? Whom do we believe in? Because we are finally human beings. We have a limit of belief and faith, but sometimes we don't believe in human being, and we also start doubting our fellow beings, that they can also cheat us, they can also do some harm towards us. So we are going through some value-based motivation questions and motivational thoughts of chapter. Here I would like to ask you, in the beginning of the chapter I asked, do you believe in God? There is no other choice. We have to believe. Finally, we are human beings. We have been created. God has been created us, and we need to believe. We have to believe, because there is no other choice. The second says, do you pray to God every day? We are poor, we are weak. Of course, our soul is always active, but then our mind, our thoughts, they are constantly on. So we have to pray to God in order to control ourselves. You pray to Him when you are in danger. Think about it. That is my question. When we are in danger, when we face a lot of difficulty in the journey of our life, then only we pray. That should not happen. We should pray every day in the morning and also evening, so that God will take care of us every day, and He will shower His blessings over us, so that we may remain safe and sound. The moral of the story, the letter to God, is that the extreme faith in the Almighty can give you a ray of hope. Though we have lost everything, whatever we had and we have, but if we trust God, we place our faith in God, God will help us in every kind of situation. It may be worse or maybe worse than. We must motivate people in believing God. We must motivate people in believing God rather discouraging them as postmaster and the employees did. Postmaster and employees did their duty. They did the right deeds towards their responsibility. Therefore, they collected some money, and postmaster also aided and they sent to the person who was in need in the form of in the form of lencho. We should come forward for any kind of charity. We should not go back. We should come forward for any kind of charity. If people are in need of, we should approach and ask them, help them out, so that at least they will feel happy, they will feel lot of delighted. Kind charity, thinking of the welfare of needs. The story tells us to have faith in God, never lose hope in adverse situation. Yes, dear students, on the way of our journey, we find a lot of difficulties, ups and downs in whatever situation. We should not feel disappointed, but we must have hope and faith in trust so that God will help us. Thank you very much for listening to me.